What keeps people from committing to love, forgiveness, and Christ would be their media, their friends, just their surroundings in general.
I think peer pressure has a lot to do with that.
Kids don't think it's cool to follow Jesus. Ugh.
So,
That's it.
Start? Okay, technology and the music we listen to, it strays us away from saying yes to Christ.
Really, some teens really don't know Christ. And I don't think that they had an opportunity or were ever taught about Christ.
So people say no to Christ's love because they don't know how to fully love Jesus because of peer pressure.
I think it is peer pressure and wanting to fit in with your friends, and not wanting to look, if I can use your terminology, uncool to your friends.
I think it's a lot of things. It sounds trivial, but I think schedules and obligations we have at work, at school, and our time keeps us away from thinking at least about the bigger picture about God and our relationship with Him. And I think that's important to know. Sometimes it's important to take a break from the maybe less important things of life and then start thinking about the bigger picture.
Well, I'll say that the first thing I thought of was selfishness. That we live in a world where it's all about me, and it's all about what I want and when I want it, and it's all about what am I going to get for it, for anything that we do. And that's a place that society has come to, which makes it hard to reach out for that redemption and forgiveness and all the gift that God gives us. I think that's part of what makes it hard. I think the other thing that makes it hard is the exact opposite. That sometimes when we hear about the great love of God and how big and wonderful it is and how powerful and marvelous Jesus was, we feel like, and this would be adults too, not just teenagers, we feel like we're not good enough. We don't deserve it. God couldn't possibly love me. And even though we wouldn't say those words, there's somewhere down deep in our souls that we know our own sinfulness. And so we're afraid to stand in the face of God's love.
Obstacles like technology, social media, and peer pressure.
Things in the media, like it promotes a lot of lust. And yeah.
I think that alcohol keeps a lot of teens from God's love because it's like, yeah.
Go ahead. Sex keeps teens our age from saying yes to Christ's love and forgiveness, and obstacles that get in the way are like temptations with like drugs and alcohol and like older men, and yeah.
I believe it's because of the way the churches are teaching nowadays. When I was coming up, everybody went to church. It was everybody went to church on Sunday. And now, because like the younger people now ask more questions than we did. Like why, how come? And we didn't ask questions. We just listened and did. But I'm glad that y'all are asking questions because it's opening up a lot of minds of the older ones who don't ask and don't know, just follow. And I think that's it. That's all I can think of right now.
I feel like it's just society in general. They keep, excuse me, that keeps us from, we as teenagers, especially my age, I'm at the age of 18, going into college, the influences of alcohol, the lick, the drugs, so, so I just feel like it's, it's influences, it's society out here. I mean, there's people out here saying cigarettes is good to smoke and all that, stuff like that, and that God approves and stuff like that. You know how they put it in the commercials, like, oh.
What?
Go ahead.
I just say what I just
Just answer it. Go ahead. Should I have worn makeup?
And peer pressure.
Okay, thank you. See? Really quiet. Thank you.
Oh, you got the camera still rolling, dummy.
Oh, it is still rolling.